I just wanted to show you. It's a beautiful morning, guys. Real nice, cool. Just rained last night, so yeah. Morning, guys. We're back at the bus barn, so we're gonna go ahead and start working on that unit that we're working on. We're gonna go ahead and maybe, I don't think I'll finish it today, but we'll get closer to being done. So let me go ahead and get started, guys. We're gonna be installing that new EGR, well, rebuilt or new, I'm sure. EGR cooler. And on these, I'm gonna start on the exhaust. They send in these little rings, and those are your seals right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace them. Let me go ahead and get these off and get the new on there. And they're kind of like rings. There's a split right there. Just kind of, okay, you got 4 on the first groove, and they got 4 on the back groove. Now they're off. Let me go get the new ones back on there. It's a little hard to get these one-handed, guys, so bear with me. There's one. Two. And I don't know if you noticed, but I spun them. I want the little grooves to be offset. That'll give us a better seal. There we go. Let me get the other ones. Okay, so we got those 4 little rings, and there's a gap. There's a gap. There's a gap. See, they're all spaced out. That'll just give you a better seal when you put that EGR cooler in. So let me go ahead and get that on. Before I forget, guys, EGR cooler is held by 5 bolts. It's got 2 longer bolts and then the 3 shorter ones. The 2 longer bolts go in the bottom. You got to put those on the EGR cooler before you slip it in, because if not, you can't get that bolt back in there. So let me go ahead and get this done. One more thing, guys, before you start bolting that up, remove this little seal from your little bypass pipe from the water pump that goes to the EGR cooler. Remove your little seal and replace it with a new one. You don't want to find out you have a water leak after you did all that work, guys. Well, guys, EGR cooler is in place, and for those guys that have done it, those 2 bottom bolts are a pain in the butt, but we got those, and basically it's all bolted on. Well, guys, now comes the fun part. It's just a little hard to get to, but we're gonna go ahead and get that intake plenum installed. Let me go ahead and get the plenum washed. Let me get that gasket and all those bolts ready so I can go ahead and install this one real quick. Alright, let me get ready for this one. Well guys, we got that intake plenum in. I mean, it's not tightened or nothing. We just kind of like set it in just to get it in place. Ahorita I'll come back and torque down all them bolts, and so I can go ahead and continue on the inside, guys. Let me go ahead and get this ready and torque down so I can go ahead and move forward. Well guys, now that we have our intake plenum on, let's go ahead and get our fuel pump, fuel filter case bolted up to its location so we can we're just moving forward, guys. So let me go ahead and get that done. On this one here, guys, we got 4 bolts. Basically, these 2 on the outside are studded, the one on the bottom is studded, and the one under my thumb right there is just a regular bolt. We got other little brackets that go on there, so we had to get that harness kind of set into place where somewhat where it's supposed to be, so we can go ahead and get this filter casing in there. Well guys, before we put that little filter casing in place, we want to get this high pressure oil hose. This one comes off the pump and feeds the high pressure oil rail on the head. So I mean, if we don't get this on right now, it'll just make it harder. It'll be almost impossible to install with a filter in the way. So all we got to do is tighten that sucker up, and now we can go ahead and install that filter. Yes, there we go. We got our fuel filter, fuel pump case. Before we start that engine, we are going to replace that fuel filter and we might even replace that fuel pump depending on the condition of the pump itself. So, oh guys, let me go ahead and continue. And remember, this engine, we stopped working on it, what, like about 2 months ago, give or take. So, I mean, I'm surprised that all the parts are still there. I guess, well, nobody was in the shop, so let's go ahead and continue with this, you guys. See what. Well, guys, I wanted to continue, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it for the day. Remember, we're working short days, so this is all I was able to do. We'll go ahead and come back to this one on Tuesday, guys. Alright, I know it doesn't look like much, but EGR cooler, plenum, and cleaning parts was all we got done today. Well, guys, appreciate you guys watching, and like and subscribe.